How's it going, everybody? My cup of tea here, back to another reaction video, and it's time to return to watching some more Diamondbolt content. Yay, yay. Now, I remember like a couple months ago, we had watched his Cherished Forever series, we had watched Transformers. No, it was Ben 10, my fault, Ben 10. And now I want to take a look at one of my favorite cartoon shows of all time, Teen Titans. So that's what we're going to be doing for today. Today, we're going to be watching Cherished Forever, Teen Titans by Diamondbolt. And let's just jump into this. The memories, I just want to experience it all. I just want to experience it all. Alright, let's do this.
There are just some things that fill me with indescribable joy. Certain things that evoke both emotion and happiness from within me. We all have particular things like that that will forever hold in high regard.
Like my Ben 10 series.
Things we will cherish forever.
Forever. Spoilers.
Superhero cartoons can be really hit or miss.
Yep.
You either get ones that are really friggin' fantastic,
Never watched
really
that one.
friggin' weird, or the Superhero Squad show. Now, DC, say what you want about their movies, have a pretty solid legacy of cartoons.
Oh yeah,
for
their animation's
characters.
always like
My favorite
A
of the
tier,
bunch,
S tier.
and clearly the favorite of many, many others, is 2003's Teen Titans.
Yes.
A show that absolutely none of us deserved, and yet so goddamn glad we got. Being entirely different to anything DC had put out beforehand, naturally the show was met with immediate acclaim from everyone. Yep, everyone just loved it. Now recognized as one of the greatest action and superhero cartoons,
what did they say back then?
Teen Titans was a
Oh,
childhood
no, I gotta actually look into this. They don't like it? Oh, it's because it was like kind of like cartoony, like kidsy compared to the other DC stuff, like the Batman, Brave and the Bold, and Superman. That's weird. That's weak. They were weird back then in 2005. The people that hated this.
just loved it. Now recognized as one of the greatest action and superhero cartoons, Teen Titans was a childhood favorite of many, and definitely holds up even to this day. So today, we're taking a little look back on it. Man, it's been a while. Welcome back to Cherished Forever.
Same, it has been a while.
Where I talk about things that I really, really like, which is apparently a series that you guys really, really like. Please leave me alone. The original Teen Titans is one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Even as someone who couldn't care less about the comics or even most of the DC universe.
Same.
I didn't get the privilege of growing up with this show. Cable was expensive, okay? But I did get to watch it, what, a couple years ago now? And I loved every second of it. For those who don't know about the series, what are you doing with your life? It's about a team of teenage superheroes who fight crime and do other shit that teenagers do. Like fight and be miserable and
drama.
feel shitty about themselves. This team is led by Robin. Yes, that Robin. With 4 other losers that no one cares about. Starfire, an alien who can go pew pew with her eyes.
Not my boy Cyborg.
Booyah! Every cartoon fan's wet dream, and Beast Boy, every cartoon fan's maturity level. I love this show to death, and even after all this time, it's still recognized as a beloved cartoon that was impressive for the time. So with that, let's go.
Does that Teen Titans Go?
We're gonna try and go
Don't say that word.
video without mentioning Teen Titans Go.
Say it again.
Not gonna spend the whole video talking about how much better the original is. Not gonna be making any easy jokes. Not gonna be ranting. Just, no, you could do this.
I know some people like it. I know they had like some good episodes here or there, but I will never watch it. I can't watch it. I want my Teen Titans back.
Okay. One thing that's so interesting to me about the show is that it managed to be set in the DC universe without even so much as mentioning any of the big-name superheroes.
That's true, yeah.
Batman.
Fuck Batman.
See, Venom? Teen Titans did it first, yeah. Although it really does raise the question of where the hell was the Justice League when the Earth was being attacked by literal demons.
Probably in space somewhere.
That's cool, Batman. You take a day off. The kids will handle it. Titans has a very anime feel, with the show including a lot of exaggerated and cartoonish elements, which though sometimes could get a little excessive, was mostly pretty cute and funny. This was where most of the initial criticism was drawn from, though. But once people realized, hey, this show is actually pretty good. Most people seem to agree that the show perfectly blended these little silly comedic moments with the grimmer and darker storylines. And yes, some of the episodes are just outright stupid. What? But even the silly, nonsensical episodes were super enjoyable.
Yeah, very
like
enjoyable.
any good action cartoon, the show varied wildly between more serious action-oriented episodes and episodes where I'm convinced the writers just made up shit as they went along. You had a tournament episode, a racing episode.
I remember that, yeah, the
tournament
episode was
nice. Robin is forced to take a girl to prom and the villain of the episode was a guy with a spider for a head. Yes, really. One minute it could be super lighthearted, and the next it'd be super depressing and make you reconsider what you've even been doing with your life. One cool little tidbit that I felt was worth mentioning is that
the intro theme switched between the English and Japanese versions to indicate whether it was a serious or silly episode. So hey, that's pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
When an episode started and the song was in English, you were in for a ride. You go from an episode where the Titans get...
Sorry about that. I never noticed that. Wow. Okay, now I kind of want to go back and see. Interesting.
And the song was in English, you were in for a ride. You go from an episode where the Titans get turned into animals and Raven is a bunny and it's so cute. And then there's an episode where the Titans are relentlessly chased by the manifestation of Raven's nightmares as it slowly devours them all.
That was scary.
An episode literally titled Fear Itself. Yep, I'm certainly feeling the fear right now.
The multi-part episodes were where shit got real. There was the Trigon arc, where Raven's dad uses her as a portal to literally bring about the apocalypse. Aftershock, the two-parter where Terra betrays the Titans for Slade and beats the living shit out of them. And even 2 episodes where we follow a completely different team of Teen Titans. Few shows could pull off tense cliffhangers that made you scream at the TV wanting more, quite like Teen Titans could. The action in Teen Titans is freaking awesome, easily one of my favorite parts about it. With each episode including really creative use of the team's powers and Robin's... Robining. Despite its art style making it seem like it's more for kids, the fights in this show were brutal and really kept you on the edge of your seat. Especially the Slade and Robin ones. God, I kind of feel sorry for him.
That beatdown was crazy.
One thing I really admire about Titans is its creativity. Much like shows like Ben 10, which I also love to death, there never seems to be interesting foes and obstacles for the Titans to have to overcome. And no matter how completely stupid the idea was, it all seemed to fit into this very strange little universe. The Titans fight an incredibly diverse amount of villains with a rogues gallery to challenge the likes of the best rogues galleries. Even Batman himself. A ruthless demon overlord who happens to be Raven's father? Sure. An average Reddit user? Okay.
Average Reddit user.
What? And that freaking spider thing. What even was that?
Spider thing.
Perhaps the strongest point of Teen Titans is its main cast. All 5 Titans, lovable in their own way, received an insane amount of development throughout the show's length, each with their own arc attributed to the show's 5 seasons. Except you, Starfire.
Yeah,
that's what you get for being too pure for this world. The show made sure that everyone had a time to shine, and made it so that this team of teen superheroes was not only lovable, but also characters that we could relate to. And write terrible fan fictions about. Robin, the leader of the team, and my favorite character, oh my god, is a character with what I would call layers. This thing called character development and complexity seems to be missing from a lot of cartoons.
In a cartoon show?
Okay, I'll start with the cheap shots. Back in my day, I watched Rick and Morty.
His relationship with the series' main villain, Slade, was written incredibly well. One episode of the show called Haunted sees Robin, well, haunted by the ghost of Slade.
That was a dark episode.
Exit from the series, and it's a very serious and dark episode that shows the depths of Robin's fear.
Robin was going through it here.
It's genuinely scary seeing how raw Robin's fear was as he lashed out at his friends in an attempt to hunt down nothing but a ghost. For a show people originally worried was too kiddie, which it could be, don't get me wrong, Titans really knew when to kick things up a notch. That's one of the things I really admired about Teen Titans. It didn't shy away from these more complex topics that affected even boring people like us, as well as laser-shooting space aliens. Topics like insecurities, puberty, even racism and discrimination. All handled wonderfully without being shoved down our throats, and all for some reason aimed at Starfire. Oh my god, leave the poor girl alone. Speaking of, Starfire, aka Best Girl, is a Tamaranian, and a lot of her character is centered around the fact that Earth culture is very confusing to her. And it is adorable. Reflected in her odd speech patterns and even in some of her defining character moments, Starfire really brings home the show's overall theme of family, considering the whole team is a group of weirdos, basically. Beast Boy serves as the team's comic relief, and is one of those characters that you go from laughing with to laughing at to wanting to strangle him until he shuts the fuck. Just kidding, Rusty Garfield. Cyborg is the wisecracking, villain-slapping, dick-clapping badass.
Whoa, what was that? Not going back.
Hence the name. And I'd say he has some of the most interesting solo episodes in the series, with some arcs even dedicated to him acting as a team leader. And then there's Raven. Raven is what I would say is the most complicated character.
I mean, it makes sense, exactly.
Because while the others have pretty sad backstories and ordeals they have to overcome, Raven's dad is Satan and her powers nearly kill people on a regular basis.
That was also a scary scene.
All 5 have super interesting powers. Beast Boy could morph into any animal of his choosing. Raven has mystical demon powers. Cyborg is a friggin' robot, man. As mentioned, Starfire has her pew-pew powers and is super strong.
Jesus.
And Robin is Robin. You really got time
That's
to
all
feel
you need.
You're
Robin.
And we had plenty of time spent exploring some of their greatest triumphs.
Well, this is just disturbing.
But also some of their lowest moments. Even characters like Beast Boy, who were initially just an excuse to make fart jokes, became someone you could really empathize with and care about. This show, it does things to your feelings, man. As mentioned, the series has a range of really good villains, like the previously mentioned Slade, who I still consider to be one of the most genuinely threatening and terrifying villains I've ever seen, and the Hive, the Titans' evil counterparts filled with equally weird and hot characters. There's also Terra, the sixth Titan, who appeared sporadically throughout the series as a goddamn traitor. She had the power to manipulate rock and also constantly break Beast Boy's heart. What I think made Teen Titans so special was the emotion behind these characters. These betrayals and battles and victories became so much more heartfelt because you really came to care about the cast. And that's what made it all the more heart-wrenching when it was time to say goodbye.
When it got cancelled.
Now, I've talked about this before, but Teen Titans has a very interesting ending. After 64 episodes of build-up, this episode has barely anything to do with the rest of the series, instead focusing on Terra's sudden reappearance. Because she's, you know, supposed to be dead, Beast Boy spends the entire episode trying to work out what the hell is going on, only to be treated as if she doesn't even know who he is. Yep. Been there, buddy. Meanwhile, the other Titans spend the entire episode battling some white monster thing. A creature so vague, it's literally called the White Monster on the Teen Titans.
White Monster.
Wow, thanks, guys. The whole episode is really
Great
ambiguous
work.
and doesn't really explain what's going on, with a lot of it left up to the viewer's own interpretation. And I think that's what makes it so intriguing to me. That, and there's no happy ending. Oh yeah. Terra doesn't end up remembering Beast Boy. She just tells him that things change. Hey! And to move on. And the whole thing ends with Beast Boy running into a white light. We don't even find out what happened to this thing. I remember watching this episode for the first time and thinking, what? What is this, friggin' Evangelion? To be blunt, I watched this episode when I was going through a very similar situation to what Beast Boy was in the episode, minus the whole friends battling, whatever the fuck. I can't say it was the most comforting feeling to have the entire thing end with a get over it, loser. It left me with a very hollow feeling. After a series that brought me so many laughs and tears and smiles, for it to end like this? Things Change is a very depressing episode.
Very depressing
not only for its content, but also for its meaning. You can scour the internet all you want for the proper meaning of it all, but it's right there in the title.
I think it also ended with Slade, like, basically saying, like, it was like a robot saying to Beast was like, she never loved you, playing over and over until the episode ended. I'm like, dang. That's how we ended this whole series? On that? That's not happy at all. That's not happy at all.
This was the show telling us to let go. And as I said, even as someone who didn't grow up with the series, even I wasn't ready to do that. Of course, there was the movie released after the series finale, Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo, which was supposed to give us a proper ending.
I never watched that movie.
I love this film, not only for being a movie-length episode of Teen Titans, but also because it finally gave us that goddamn kiss. Why did it take 65 episodes? Why was it cancelled? Well, that's been up for debate for ages. Cartoon Network just tends to have a knack for getting rid of anything of actual quality.
Yeah, they get rid of good shows for some reason.
Teen Titans was canned prematurely. I wouldn't say that it was cancelled too soon. We got 5 seasons of 60 maturely. I wouldn't say that it was cancelled too soon.
Top 5 best canceled cartoon. Oh, is that? Okay, I've seen Titans. That's Symbiote. Transformers? Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's like, they only had 12 episodes, I believe. Yeah, Symbiote.
We got 5 seasons of 65 episodes plus a movie. And I'd say that's plenty of Teen Titans action to go around. So at least there's that.
It's never enough.
Some other series.
Oh no, that one hurt the most. Oh, why'd you that was spectacular. Spectacular Spider-Man. That one hurt. That one, I think, almost hurt more than the Teen Titans one when they came. That Spider-Man cartoon was so good. That was like about to be my favorite Spider-Man cartoon of all time if they would have kept going, but it got canceled because something with Disney and the original people who made the original studio, something about it was different studios. I don't know. I'm just angry. They ended the Spider-Man on the this was so good. That was such a good series. I wish I didn't watch this now. I wish I didn't watch this. Okay, all right, let me go back. I'm sorry. That one hurt me mentally and physically.
Action to go around, so at least there's that. Unlike some other series. So, now that it turns out Cartoon Network does in fact have ears and have been listening to the anguished cries of the Teen Titans fanbase, it seems we've been teased with a potential revival for the show.
Yeah, I saw that. A clip of this.
Them. I'd like to keep these guys as far away from those degenerates as possible, please. I would be ecstatic to see another season of Teen Titans, even though I've moved on at this point. I've moved on to better things, it's over. But I think it would have to be done in a very specific way, like, say, Samurai Jack.
A more serious,
That's right, Samurai Jack came back
adventure
too.
to give the series the proper conclusion it deserves, instead of aborting it and then using its mangled corpse as a money printing factory.
I'd be up for more classic Titans goodness, but considering that we've got the new live-action Titan show,
Oh, that. I'm like, what is that?
apparently good, what? As well as the DC animated movies
I didn't know
that
that.
brought the whole team back together, I'd say Teen Titans is now
Right,
long
the
gone.
Young Justice
I'd
movies.
rather see it
they're
evolve
good.
like
They're
this
good.
rather than disturb it from its slumber to desecrate
Teen
it with
Titans
arse jokes. Plus, we got Young Justice, which isn't
Yeah,
exactly
that's
Teen
a good
Titans,
show.
but hey, I'll take it.
That's a good
Needless to
show right
say,
there.
Whether we get more or not, Teen Titans
Need
is
to finish
something
it.
that I will cherish forever.
Fuck this fucking garbage.
Stop
piece
it!
of shit
Oh, he
show.
couldn't take
It's not
it.
even that bad. It's just you canceled this for this.
This, yeah. What
This?
is this?
That feels better.
He said, I
Thanks
need to
for
get it
watching.
out. I need to get this rant out real quick. Wait. I know this song. Where's this from? What is this from? The song is from a game, I think? Yeah. I used it for one of my videos. Sonic. It's from Sonic. Sonic Colors, to be exact. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Great video. Great video. What is this? Watch that later. But great video. Great video. Yeah. Teen Titans, I always put it like in my top 5 cartoon shows of all time. It had great action. I can't believe they didn't like the Teen Titans back then when they first came out. I mean, I kind of understand because it was more cartoony compared to the other DC animated shows. But it was still a great action-packed show. It had your drama, comedy, suspense, horror. Had them all. Had it all. And it ended on such a... It wasn't not a bad episode. It was a depressing episode. It ended on such a depressing episode. Nothing was answered. I'm like, why is this the ending? Why? But like you said, it had a great runtime. It didn't like get canceled at a bad time. It had 5 seasons in a movie. That's great. Unlike Spectacular Spider-Man, I think it only had 2 seasons. No movies. Not great. Not great. I can just go. So good. So good. And because that got canceled, the next Spider-Man we got was, I think, Ultimate Spider-Man, which I did not like at all. I did not like it. I couldn't get past the first season. Let's not talk about that. That's Disney. We're on Cartoon Network. Let's just talk about Teen Titans. Well, we already talked about it. Let's just end it. Let's just end this now before I start having memories and nostalgia on Teen Titans and Spectacular Spider-Man. Also a great series, great show. Thank you, Diamondbolt, for letting me relive my childhood memories. Thank you once again. So we're gonna end this video right here. So hope you enjoyed my reaction and thank you for watching. My cup of tea is out of here. See ya, everybody. Yeah, like you said, Teen Titans, apparently, or Teen Titans Go, apparently it's not a bad show, but again, you've replaced the original with that? I can't. I just can't do it. I won't do it. I can't see it any other way. It's like, it's not my OG Teen Titans. I don't want to watch it anymore.